Hello, greetings, my friends. I come to wish you a wonderful weekend. I thought I'd come and I'm going to discuss a few ideas. I'm going to pull a few oracle from the Angel Tarot. The Angel Tarot is not is as a mirror to see what we can bring to the forefront of our consciousness, was the angelic realm. For we want to stay connected to the angelic realm. Eventually, we're gonna tune in and become integrated within this realm. For the situation is encountering, it is meeting. There are certain people we need to meet, and through the meeting we're going to co-create some wonderful things together. We want to meet ourselves as well. We want to meet our higher self, and so it is about reconnecting. We're encountering, so we want to be ready to utilize the best potential possible from all meeting in our life. For what goes around the situation is love. It is love. Love is a choice. So we want to move with love as much as possible to cultivate, to move into ever increasing octaves of love. Love, there is terrestrial love and celestial love. And for the conditional love is not real love. It is, I give you that, but I need that in exchange. But unconditional love is true love. But it is not a science that you can master from like this. It takes a long time. It takes a while. It takes practice. It takes dedication to cultivate this unconditional love within ourselves. What we see in our conscious mind that will unfold is an assess. It is a cheminement. It is something that is unfolding, a step-by-step process. It is walking in our path, and we are aligned with our path. And day after day, we are getting closer. We are growing. We are evolving. And so it is what we see. What we have in our subconscious, the distant past, is the elevation. We've been elevated from the third dimensional being to a spiritual being. We understand we're connected to our soul, and we've been elevated. For it is not a conscious will that said that we're going to ascend, and so we ascend. It is we create the condition, and then life, as we get ready, life assists us in this elevation. When or elevate us step by step when we're ready. Where we are now is well-being, for it is cultivating well-being, cultivating good feeling thoughts. It is essential to know what is our well-being, and to cultivate that, to make sure that we can create that well-being, and also provide it for others, to give them the opportunity to sense the feeling state of life, rather than for we live in a world that is in full of darkness. The darkness is at its apex right now. It's like, but it will go away really soon. What's coming up next is justice. It is divine justice. It is everything will be soon be cleared, and everybody will have to face their choices. So it's about bringing back the balance, bringing back the equity, the fairness, to be equitable, to have a sense of balance in our life. We always have to bring energies back into balance. Where our strength and power within the situation is happiness. Happiness is something that we need to cultivate within ourselves, regardless of the circumstances. It is a sense of joy, a sense of I'm going to repeat what Pericles used to say: happiness is freedom, and freedom is courage. So we have to have the courage to address and release those things that are preventing us from being truly happy, and to have faith and trust in the guidance that we receive. What comes to us from the outside world is a test, is a trial, it's adversity. Right now, there's a great deal of adversity in the world. Just gotta go in the street. There is so many people, or turn on the TV, that are conditioned by the television, the program of television, to be terrified of being sick. And so, but this synthetic virus that they released had one advantage, is that it cured the common flu. Usually there are hundreds of thousands of people that die from the flu every year. This year there was none. So at least it cured that. But I was going to make a bit of cynical, humoristic comment on all that, but I have to respect, and even those who do need to pass through the portal of death, because they catch this virus, they will be received in heaven. So it is part of our life plan to go through whatever we have to go through. What we have in our hopes and in our own inner emotion, our hopes and fear, is listening. We have to listen. For the song I'm going to sing is about listening really hard, listening to the flow. There is always this quiet voice that guides the whole, and the outcome will be consolation. We're going to be able to find this solace, find the healing, to be able to to heal our wounds, and to know that very soon we're going to be able to move into this state of joy, this state of happiness, for it is really, and we're going to be able to continue to assess, to move from, to cultivate, to move into ever increasing octaves of love. And so it is important to continue to cultivate that, to know what, for we've been shown what we did not want over and over again. Now it's about integrating the good frequency of life, to the good life that is that will soon manifest. For the galactic families, the connection to the galactic families are going to be increasing. Very soon the star fleets will soon come into play. There are millions, not to say billions, of starships that are around the Earth in cloaking frequency. They're not visible yet, but as soon as they come in, new technology will be given to accelerate the ascension process, to free humanity from all kinds of unnecessary suffering, and the sky will no longer be the limit. There will be no more limit, for the one is the whole, and we are all one. It is really this understanding that everything, life is one and is growing and evolving as one. So sometimes it's like, why am I going through this? Is because someone else needs to go through that on the other side of the world, and so we need to balance it out. And so God always works for the whole. For there is a new doors of creation will open. Yet we have to assume the limitation of the physical realm, the slow growth and process that we have to go through. And very soon everybody will be presented with a choice. Not everybody will make the same choice, for the choices are honored. We're in a planet of free will. And so there will be the choice of unity or the choice of separation. Some people will make the choice of unity, others will make the choice of separation. But this choice will be determining for our eternal future. It will be echoed in eternity. We want to align with whatever sense of truth that we feel within ourselves, and choose to go with love. We have to make the choice. Is up to us, the choice we make. I'm not saying, but the choice. Some people will hold on to the past, hold on to the old systems, because they find this comfort zone within this power over. And there are those who will reject that, who will want to find this power within and to be inclusive, so that we can move into the next level. And so. For this choice will have universal consequences, and for understanding you are one with infinity. There can never be anything else, any other reality that is more real than your unity to infinity and eternity and the Creator. For we are all the whole of humanity is being tested, and for we're not on the same level of test. For there are 7 concentric circles of consciousness, and for to pass from one circle to the next, there is certain tests that needs to be fulfilled, certain things that needs to be integrated and understood to move from test from circle to circle. So it is about accepting that and being patient with yourself, being aware of what needs to be corrected. For the time of struggle will soon be over. Understand we are recognized in heaven and honored for our courage. It is very important to know that. And so I'm going to sing a song. First, I'm going to pull a few cards. I want to say thank you for your donation. It's very useful. I can do also private reading, and so consultation. I can still do that. And I have a friend who sent me a down payment on a painting. I'm going to soon recover my painting, and soon I'm going to be in a position to market my work into the world. So the price, I'm not going to be able to hold the prices I've been using. I'm going to do all I can to find not a dominant position within the art world, but to be on the same level as some of the art that are now being marketed. For marketing is to be known to the world of collectors and museums and institutions, and so I'm going to utilize that and move. For I know what I put in my work. For in the arts, just to discuss briefly the art, there is 3 essential character when you look at a piece of art. I've been an art dealer for 30 years, so I'm an artist for over 20 years, and so 30 years, well, something like that. First is the style of the artist. How original is the artist? The originality does it look like somebody else, or does it look like you? It takes a while. If you make art that does not look totally like you have to persevere all the way till the point where your art will be unique. discover what is it that is unique. Then there is good test, for there is a lot of things that are bad tests that are very popular, that sells really well, but in the long run you want to look at things that makes you that is pleasant to look at. And then there is also the depths. To me there is the depths, where for there is certain images that are just images that once you've seen it, that's enough. There is nothing more to learn. But they are painting, when you look at the Matisse, it maybe look very simple, but there is a great deal of depth within it. And so all of this, I'm looking forward to return to my first career, which is a gallerist and art dealer. So we'll see how this. It's very exciting, and to return to that. For now, for the highest wisdom for us today is the angels. It's connecting to the angelic families, to our guardian angels, to our because we eventually, our destiny is to merge within those angelic frequencies with the ascended masters. They are like ascended angels, and angels are ascending beings. For our guardian angels, will travel all the way back to source together. And so it's about connecting to the angels and working with them as much as possible. No, they're very subtle. They're not. They won't. But they're always there. What we need to understand is health. There is so many things that we need to do to improve the quality of our physical body and health. So it's about aligning to the simplicity, the natural state of life. What we need to do is biblical, for understanding where the changes we're going through right now are biblical, and they are biblical proportion. There's going to be some. So we are part of that function of assisting the transition into the world, and so we move into a time where it's going to be the history of history, and there's going to be some changes that will change humanity forever, and we are necessary. We are instrument of that process, and so whatever that means for you. And the outcome is Atlantis. It is reintegration of these matriarchal energies of the power of the ocean, of the power of the fourth and fifth dimension that we already had in Atlantis, although there was a physical civilization. For Atlantis, at the end of Atlantis, they were very polarized. It got very polarized. That's why it's self-destructed. There was the matriarchal civilization with the Atlara, who live on the island of Poseida, and then there were the Aryan that lived and the sons of Belials that lived on Ox and Arya, and and eventually this more patriarchal, hierarchical, militarist, corporatist. Branch of the civilization took over the technology of the Atlara and dethroned the second moon of Atlantis, which was like Arcturian crystals, to make it like a weapon of war to fight some of their wars, and so that's what destroyed the fire crystals of Atlantis. For all this story will be coming back into alignment. We need to heal this great fall. For it was such a traumatic experience when we lived on Atlantis in such a heavenly reality, that this whole thing had to disappear. We had to become cavemen again. It was and very soon we're moving towards this celebration of Halloween, which is the Halloween is like the acknowledgement of losing consciousness and becoming zombies again, and not again, but moving from heaven into the Atlantean ideal of civilization into this complete confused civilization that we had to rebuild and moving through the dark, this Kali Yuga. So, but Atlantis, the memory of Atlantis will return. The continent will shift and change as well. So there's going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of shifting going on, and so but we can already remember, for it is not about living in the past. It is about reintegrating those powers. For an Atlantis, there was those who were part of the Atlara, the priest scientists of Atlantis, were connected to the 13th dimensions. They were both able to connect, to stay aligned with the stillness of the vertical axis, yet mastering the fact that we could project ourselves through the vertical, the horizontal axis of physical matter. So those integration, those powers will be returned to us. Well, I hope this was interesting, this message. I hope you continue to cultivate that and to move into the state of receptivity, to allow your inner self and the sun to activate all those dormant DNA, these source codes DNA within yourself. I'm going to sing a song that speak about listening to the natural mystic blowing through the air. It goes like this. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. If you listen carefully, now you will hear. This could be the first trumpet, might as well be the last. Many more will have to suffer, many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. Things are not the way they used to be now. I won't tell no lie. One and all got to face reality now. Though I try to find the answer to all the questions they ask, though I know it's impossible to go living through the past, don't tell no lie. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. Can't keep them down. If you listen carefully, now you will hear. Such a natural mystic blowing through the air. This could be the first trumpet, might as well be the last. Many more will have to suffer, many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. Can't keep them down. If you listen carefully, now you will hear. Such a natural mystic blowing through the air. Won't tell no lie. If you listen carefully, now you will hear. Such a natural mystic blowing through the air. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. So very much this song is about telling like there is this great change that is coming, and we have to listen carefully, and then we will hear, and then accept the fact that some will have to pass on, move on, and the suffering can be ending as we listen, we tune in, we align to this inner self and let go of all the illusions. This is a slow process, but it will continue to unfold, and the choice we make are very, very essential to choose to align, to move with love as much as possible. This is a very important choice, although it's a planet of free will, and some people will not make that choice. We have to accept that, and the card of the day of the weekend is going in circles. So it's like sometimes we need to go in circle for so long before we open the door to freedom, and we allow ourselves to break free of the old cycle. And then we have to believe that there will be happy circumstances, lucky circumstances, unexpected event. It's like a happy random event. So for luck, what we call lucky luck, is when God wants to remain anonymous. We call that luck. It is good fortune that comes. And so we want to be ready for that. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.